Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I am. Shoot, I didn't listen to the episode, if I'm being 100% honest. I'm Pedro Pascal, because my voice kind of sounds like Pedro Pascal with all the nasaliness,
You think Pedro Pascal has a nasally voice?
No, it just kind of sounds like this, I don't know. I didn't listen to the episode, so he's got a great voice. He's got a great, sexy, just butter to my ears,
Yeah, sure. I guess so.
I love that, man. Sorry I didn't listen to the episode. I got COVID. You know this because we talked 2
I
days.
do know this. Yes, I didn't want to bring it up unless you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. No, listeners, I practice very, very healthy cleanliness skills. I feel I wash my hands quite often. If I touch something that could get me sick, wash my hands or wipe the counters like all the time. Regardless, I try to be very clean. COVID doesn't give a rat's butt about clean. COVID just right in there. Every time I got the shot, the initial one, and I got 2 boosters after that. The second booster after the second time I got COVID. I didn't get this most recent booster, and honestly, I should have learned my lesson the first time, but I didn't. So I didn't get the booster, and now I'm sick again. So Mia's sick, I'm sick, half my family's sick. It's great. Love it.
I'm just built different, man.
I didn't know COVID still existed. Come on.
I got COVID once, and it was like, I can't do that again. His body is so unhealthy for me.
It's rough, man. I mean, this time, the first day was the roughest. And since then, it's just been like my nose is stuffed up, coughing a little bit, stuff like that. I had the worst fever of my whole freaking life. The first day. After that, I woke up at 1 a.m, burning like so hot I could probably cook an egg on my chest. A steak. I could slap a steak on there and probably cook it. I was wearing like regular clothes and then a hoodie over top of it, and then I had a blanket, which is like a winter blanket, like just the thickest freaking thing. And then I had another blanket on top of that, and I was freezing. And then I woke up at 1 a.m. and I was dying of heat. It was great. And then I couldn't go back to sleep because I was so hot.
Why didn't you just start removing some of the things that were
I
were physically made to control heat?
I removed every single thing that I was wearing. I didn't have a blanket on my bed. I removed all of my clothes, and I even turned the fan on, and it didn't help. I was still sweating and dying of heat. Sorry.
Hey, I mean, all I can say is when you're the peak of male physique like I am, you only get sick once.
You only get sick once. Yoso. The only good thing that's come out of this, well, 2 good things. I've been able to spend a lot of time with Mia just because she's sick as well and has to quarantine. And Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I've been playing the crap out of that game. Oh, man. I'm so stoked.
Did you buy it because you got sick and you're like, all right, I finally have time to get it? Or
no, I bought it probably like months ago at this point. And I didn't have the time to like care about it. You know what I mean? Like that sounds weird. I didn't have the time that I wanted to sit there and just like love the game. And so I was debating on whether or not I should play it yet, or like find some time that I can sit down and really enjoy it. And what do you know? COVID was kind of the best time to do that.
Yeah. I mean, who would have thought?
The first thing I did in the game, which is kind of what like turned me off of the game, the very first thing, I don't even know why, I went straight to Gerudo Canyon, where it's blazing hot during the day and absolutely cold, like so freaking cold during the night. And the only way to traverse through Gerudo Canyon at the very beginning is by standing in the shadows, running to each shadow before you take damage during the day, at least. It's
Do you
great.
know what? You know what's funny about that is that the Gerudo portion of the game is the first thing that I finished.
Oh, really? Well, I didn't really prepare anything. What I wanted to do was go to every single one of the lookout tower things.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to every one so I could get the whole map and just not have to worry about it anymore. I have everything on the map, and then I go around and do like all the stories and stuff. So that's what I was working on when I got stuck in Gerudo Canyon.
I should say that I also went around and did the fast travel points first, and then
Yeah.
I went up to the Gerudos and right.
I started with the birds. Did I? Yeah.
Am I thinking of the right one? Are the Gerudos the rock monsters, or are they the hot ladies?
The hot ladies.
Oh no, I did that one last actually.
The Goron are the rock guys.
Gorons. Yeah, I did Gorons first. I hung out with the bros, and then
Then went for the.
I started the fish people next, and then couldn't find the thing for the fish people. And got mad, and so then I went over and did bird people. Then I spent about 4 days just traversing the Underdark. And then I went and finished fish people after looking it up online. And then I went over to Gerudos.
Part of me feels like this game is like just out of order. So like I did all the tier memories and everything, and like I went into Hyrule Castle. And I was like, shoot, this isn't the boss again? This isn't the end. So I had to like look it up to make sure that I was not going into the end after I got all 4 of the things, like the sages and all that. I was just like, this isn't the end, right? So like I went in, got completely obliterated, but I was like, okay, yeah, it's not the end. We're good. We're good.
Do you know what's dumb?
What?
There's a 5th sage.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now.
I can't find it. I've been all over the stupid map in this game. I hate being in the Underdark, and I know that's where it is.
It's not.
It's not?
No. So go to Kakariko Village. They'll help you out there.
All right, whatever. I haven't played this game in forever.
No, you're good, man. I just got to the Lost Woods. That's my favorite part. I know it's not where you get the stinking Master Sword anymore, but that's where I am.
Well, do you know where you get the Master Sword?
Yes, I do. I do, and I don't know where the dragon's flying. I don't want to spoil the twist for listeners. I don't know where the dragon is. Very frustrating. Anyway, go play Tears of the Kingdom. It's a good game. But play Breath of the Wild first. You don't have to, but it would be better.
It makes more sense if you play Breath of the Wild first, because then you understand how much absolutely more difficult this game is than Breath of the Wild for no reason.
They literally take all of the weapons and debuff them, and then take all of the monsters and buff them. It's so dumb. It's so frustrating.
They literally were like, hey, we're going to add this new mechanic where you can merge weapons together. And if you don't use it, you can't win the game.
They're new game plus monsters. Like they're literally new game plus monsters. And the weapons are such garbage. They're terrible.
The most infuriating thing about this game is it's supposed to be that you pick up right where Breath of the Wild leaves off.
Yeah.
And then a new bad thing happens, because I can't say calamity because the first one was a calamity that happened.
Right.
But a new bad thing happens, and Link loses the Master Sword and part of his hand and like a bunch of other things. But then it's still the same world you just built yourself up in, except everything is crap now.
Yeah, and everything's gone. Everything that all of the towers that you like, the whole map, you should still have a map, right? Like it shouldn't have just
you still have your tablet thing.
Like there's some weird, like I know from a separate games standpoint it kind of makes sense because you want everything to start from zero. But like, does it have to start from complete zero? Like, does it have to dig even below zero? Because it's just
there couldn't have been a thing that like the game reads that you have a Breath of the Wild save file, and so it's like, oh, we're just going to start him off with all of this, or start them off with all of this.
Like some bonus, a little bit of a bonus from playing Breath of the Wild. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's a good game, a really good game. Just a lot of it sucks. It sucks in a good way, if that makes sense. Like it's challenging.
Easily could be the game of the year, but it was the bane of my existence for about 3 months.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Anyway,
hey, I mean, that's what you want in a game, though. You want it to be like something that challenges the player, something that makes them feel like they know what they're doing, that helps them feel intelligent.
Yeah. No, intelligence is good.
Some might say clever.
Some might say that. I wouldn't.
I would, because it's time for the Clever Boy quiz.
Woo-hoo! Yay! Haven't taken one of these in a hot minute.
Did it clip when I screamed there?
No, I don't think so.
I got a new mic, gang, and it's so good.
That's great.
But yeah, it's time for this week's Clever Boy quiz. Matt is right. He hasn't taken one of these in a little while because it's been a few weeks since we recorded, as well as I took the quiz last week, which I'm still mad at because Matt cheated by making it hard. And so, okay, I would like to just say that I came up with the idea for this quiz before I knew you had a sickness brain.
Okay, great.
So this is going to be harder for you because I know you got that fog going on.
Yeah.
But this week's quiz is called "The Simple Answer Isn't Always the Best Answer."
Okay.
You ready? I am going to give you some questions, and you just have to give me the answer.
I will do that.
It's straightforward. Make sense?
No, yes.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Alrighty. Question number 1. Which state has the most number of coffee shops per capita? Is it New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, or Washington?
You said coffee?
Coffee.
I thought you said copy, and I'm like, what the heck is a copy shop?
Coffee. Coffee. You think on that and ponder yourself real quick. I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. I'll take that as a no. See him got it. Anyway, boy, oh boy, I don't even remember the 4 states that he said. I remember New York, Rhode Island. I think he said Washington. Was it DC or Washington State? I'm gonna go with Rhode Island because per capita means that like per person, I think, right? So yeah. They heard my thought process.
That's good. What's your answer then?
I don't remember 2 of the 4 that you said, but it's a good thing I remembered the one that I was gonna answer. It's Rhode Island.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct.
Whoa! Yeah.
And I forgot to write down a fun fact about why that answer is correct. But hey.
Because there's like 10 people in Rhode Island, and if there's like 5 coffee shops, coffee shops, then per capita there's a half a coffee shop per person. I don't know what per capita means. Like per person, right?
Probably. I think it's by like per capita means like by the cap. I don't care enough.
Okay, that's fine.
Question number 2. What was the first flavor of potato chips?
Salted. Just good old regular salted chips.
Okay, can I read off of your answers now?
Oh, you have answers for this one. Yeah, sure.
Is it barbecue?
Okay.
Cheese and onion?
Ooh.
Salt and vinegar? Or original?
Cheese and onion. Final answer. That sounds really good right now, actually. Sorry. Final answer.
Final answer, that is incorrect.
Is it barbecue?
No, it's original.
That's what I said the first time. Okay. Well, you said the simple answer isn't always the best answer. That's the name of the quiz.
Right. It isn't always.
It's fine. It's fine.
Do you get what the theme of this quiz is?
Yeah, no, yeah, I do.
Man, I thought I was a sore loser last week.
I'm also 4 days into COVID. I'm really
Right,
mean.
but I felt so bad last week that I was giving you such a hard time. And like I was so upset about how I was doing on the quiz. And though you're doing to me.
Yeah. 2 questions in too. It's great.
Ridiculous. Moving on. Yeah, we're not even that deep into the quiz. There's worse questions.
Great.
Question number 3. What's the difference between tortoises and turtles?
Oh, is there a multiple choice thing, or is this a...
Oh, no, there's no more multiple choice.
Oh, great. The difference between a tortoise and a turtle is their name. I mean, it's true.
Right, but is it the right answer?
Is it the right answer? That's a good... No, I know there's a difference, like an actual difference. But the difference is their thingies. Pretty sure that's right. No, they're...
What do you mean by their thingies?
The difference between tortoises and turtles is that tortoises live a very long time. Turtles don't.
Final answer there.
Yeah, that's a good final answer.
All right, man. I'm going to say that's incorrect.
Dang. That's all right.
The answer I was looking for is tortoises are mainly land animals, fully land animals. While turtles only go on land to lay their eggs.
Yeah. And then they go back in the water.
See, the simple answer.
Hmm.
Number 4. What is the one word that all non-English speakers pronounce incorrectly every time?
What?
What is the one word in English that all non-English speakers pronounce incorrectly every time?
Incorrectly.
Final answer.
You said non-English speakers. Yeah, whatever. Incorrectly. That's the word. The word is incorrectly. Final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That one was tricky because if they're non-English speakers speaking English, they can pretty much, you can count on them speaking any word incorrectly. But every word every time is going to be incorrectly. Because you either are saying incorrectly or you're pronouncing it incorrectly.
Heck yeah. That's a good little twist there. That was good.
I was proud of it. Number 5. What's there more an abundance of? Birds or fish?
I don't know. We don't know. We cannot possibly know that answer because we haven't even discovered. We've discovered like 1% of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
Sure.
Fish.
Final answer.
Yeah, fish.
If you have some more thoughts, you could share them with us, Matt.
The problem is, I don't know how many fish have been discovered versus how many birds have been discovered. I'm almost positive we've discovered at least 99.9% of the birds because of the surface of the earth, we've discovered just about everything. Just about. There's always new things that pop up, and sometimes they discover new things. But as far as fish, we've discovered. So is it what's more in abundance, the discovered fish versus the discovered birds, or like the hypothetical fish? Hypothetically, there could be billions of fish that we don't know about. I'm going to go with fish. Final answer.
The question is, what is more abundant, fish or birds?
Yeah, fish.
Final answer?
Final answer.
There have been 10,000 species of birds that are extant.
Extant?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's the opposite of extinct.
Oh, so like yeah, okay.
Compared to 28,000 species of fish.
Dang. So I was right.
I'm going to give it to you because I just remembered this fact that there's no such thing as a fish.
What?
Oh, yeah, technically there's no such thing as a fish.
What does that even mean? What are you saying to me right now?
Well, there's no species that fit within the idea of what a fish is. Scientifically speaking.
Scientifically speaking, we came up with the name. So anything that swims in the freaking water is a fish.
Not necessarily.
I know. There are whales.
I swim in the water.
Mammals. They're not fish.
I'm a fish.
I get it, but
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
I feel like like a goldfish. It has the two fins, it has the tail, it has the gills. Guess what also has two fins, a tail, and the dorsal fin? No, whales don't have dorsal fins.
Whales are also mammals.
I know. I was going to say, whale doesn't have the gills, so it can't be a fish.
Right.
There are specific things that okay, you know what? Let's just move on. I don't want to argue.
You got the point. Yeah, I don't know why you're arguing with me.
Because you said there's no such thing as fish.
Because there's no such thing as fish.
I disagree. I disagree.
Look, I'll come up. I'll bring you facts next week. How about that?
All right, sounds good.
Number 6. Man, we're going through this quick. Why were sweatpants created?
So you could wear comfy lounge pants whenever you want for the gym. That's why they're sweatpants. They were created to make you sweat so you could work out. Final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Matt, I will give you that point.
Heck yeah! Why were they actually created?
Athletic purposes. And fun fact, the first pair was created by the founder of French sports store Le Coq Sportif, Émile Croissant, for the purpose of comfort and the ability to run and stretch with ease.
Wow, that's crazy.
There is a 30% chance that I spoke any of those French words correctly.
I would have said more like 26.7, but yeah, 30 is good rounding.
Well, there's no such thing as 7, so.
Next question, please.
I saw this TikTok today of somebody was like, can you imagine like somebody living in France, like only speaks French and like living their whole life, and they go, blah, 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 like some French. I don't actually speak French, so I can't say it. McDonald's in like an American accent, and like how weird it would be if like somebody was living their life like that and they did that on a daily basis over in France. And, like all their friends and family like saw them do that. Yeah, that's what you sound like when you say it like croissant.
Croissant. That's so funny.
Speaking of not being a thing, number 7. What is Grimace?
Grimace, like the purple monster from McDonald's?
What is Grimace?
Connor. There's no context for this stinking question because a grimace is an expression. But Grimace, the monster, the purple monster thing from McDonald's, that's something completely different. He's the guy that jizzed in all the milkshakes, right?
That's not what that was about. It wasn't jizz.
Are you sure? Grimace is the purple monster thing from McDonald's. There you go. Final answer. He's a moldy chicken nugget.
So the exact words I have written down are former mascot of McDonald's.
Oh, he's the former mascot of McDonald's.
A former mascot.
Oh, so yeah. So like the hamburger, all them, like they were former mascots. They are not mascots anymore because it's just old Ronnie boy. I don't know. He was the mascot for a month or two when they had the Grimace milkshakes.
Yeah, but do they have him anymore?
They do if you get
former
secret menu, Connor.
You're a secret menu.
Mom's a secret menu. I'm sorry, that was uncalled.
Wow, she listens, dude. Come on.
So does my mom. She was telling me all about how I shouted her out on the other episode a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, now she has to listen to you say jizz. Oh, how have you made me say that twice?
I haven't made you do anything.
I hate you.
That's my line.
Then say it.
No.
Number 8. When does it end?
What? Again, Connor, this is not a question that makes any sense. Connor.
Matt, when does it end?
Oh, no. That's a different question. That's a completely different question. If you said, when does it end with that inflection, it could be the movie, the 2-part movie. It could be literally any of those. And it could be like 2 hours and 45 seconds. It could be something like that. You could, I don't know the runtime of it with the whatchamacallit guy. Why can't I ever remember his name? I know it.
In Wolfheart?
No, the original It.
Oh, Tim Curry.
Tim Curry, thank you. Good Lord. Anyway, with Tim Curry or It Part 1 and 2 with Bill Skarsgård. Was it Bill? One of the Skarsgård. I'm pretty sure it was Bill. Regardless. When does it end? After the T. Got him.
Final answer.
Final answer. Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah, new mic. Did you hear it say that you were incorrect?
No.
It ends when the credits begin.
What if there's a post-credit scene? And which It? Because there's 3 different It movies. Which It movie are you talking about?
There was only one It movie. There's a 2-part TV special. There's It, and then there's It Chapter 2.
Okay. I'll allow it. Mostly because I'm sick and I don't want to fight.
Dude, when I thought of that question, I knew it was going to turn into this.
I hate you. You can give me a little bit of context.
That doesn't make this fun.
For you.
Yeah. And the listener. Did you forget this isn't just you and I having a conversation? There's people listening to this?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do forget that there are actually people that listen to our podcast.
Well,
Like
that feels
that
self-deprecating.
Like that guy or gal or whatever they are. I don't know. In Belgium, Brussels. What's
They
up? Shout
still
out.
have not reached out to us
I know. It's
on anything.
It's infuriating. Do they just like press play and then like set their phone down and run in the opposite direction and then come back every week and press play on the next one?
Who knows, man?
Yeah. Dan Povenmire still hasn't reached out either. I'm a little disappointed on that one.
I think that's my fault. I stopped reaching out to him.
Dude.
I mean, you can do it. This is your podcast too.
I want Dan Povenmire on the show because that's one step closer to getting Ryan Reynolds on the show. Okay? Okay.
All right, let's play the 6 degrees of Dan Povenmire to get to Ryan Reynolds. Go.
No, there's no. It's just Dan Povenmire is mostly now TikTok famous. I know that they created a fantastic show that a lot of young people enjoyed.
He created 3 fantastic shows on Disney Channel.
Did he really? What are the other ones?
Milo Murphy's Law and Hamster and Gretel.
I never watched any of the other ones, but regardless, Dan Povenmire created Phineas and Ferb, and he has been known to reach out to people that tag him and stitch him. And I'm just a little disappointed that he hasn't wanted to come on the show yet, because we would love to have you, Dan.
One of his kids plays Gretel on Hamster and Gretel.
Oh, nepotism. I love it.
Well, they just got she auditioned. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. But they just won or were nominated for a Golden Globe for their performance, I think. Or was either that or like was it an Emmy? There was some sort of like TV award. But like it's a pretty big deal.
Nice.
Beck Bennett plays the hamster. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you remember the crappy porcupine boyfriend from Sing?
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay. Nice.
Gosh, you and Courtney are the same thing with movies and like actors' names. I have to give you the most random.
No, I know famous actors, but
he's a famous actor.
He has done so far. You've described 2 things, neither of which I've seen Sing. I don't watch SNL and I don't watch Hamster and Gretel. So that's 2 things I don't know him in. So what other things has he been in that I would be able to know him from? Is he famous? How famous? What movie famous?
Hold on.
Because like You say Ryan
Hold on.
Reynolds. Obviously, I know who Ryan Reynolds is. You say
Let's
Hugh
pause
Jackman.
the quiz so I can look up.
Oh, while you do that, I'm going to look at this fire.
Oh, yeah. We never explained that to listeners.
Oh yeah, sorry, listeners. There was a fire up the road, but they seem to have it under control now. House is gone, but is what it is.
He was in the Angry Birds 2 as Brad Eagleburger.
Yeah, no,
He voiced Eric in Mitchell's versus the Machines.
didn't. Oh, I actually want to watch that. I haven't watched it yet, though.
I should watch that too. I keep forgetting to.
Should be on your movie list.
He was Sir Thaddeus Sureblade in Nimona, which that's also on my list of movies to watch.
That's a good one.
Yeah, there's nothing you know him from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not famous. He's just in a couple
Launchpad McQuack from the new DuckTales.
I haven't seen that either.
Dude, you are the most disappointing person on the planet.
I don't have time. I spend most of my time that I do have playing video games, so that's probably
the new DuckTales cast was stacked. First of all, you have the triplets, which was Bobby Moynihan, Danny Pudi, and oh no, I know his name. Why are you doing to me, Ben Schwartz? And then Scrooge McDuck, the incomparable David
Tennant.
Then you have Kate McCucci as the girl duck. Forget that character's name, and then you have Beck Bennett as the as Launchpad McQuack. Okay, so make time.
I love that Danny Pudi was doing that interview, and guy was like, so like, what do you do? Like, what are your aspirations? He's like, dude, I'm on DuckTales.
No, it was on Larry King. First of all, don't just say that, dude. Legendary interviewer Larry King.
Sure.
He's like, so do you fly in a private jet?
Yeah,
Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but Danny Pudi's reaction was, he's so good. I love Danny Pudi. Community is where I first met him.
There's an interview between them, Bobby Moynihan, Ben Schwartz, and David Tennant, I think. And Ben Schwartz was like, yeah, I got allergies at the end of Infinity War when all the Avengers got dusted. Ooh. And this was like 4 or 5 months after the movie came out. And Bobby Moynihan goes, what? And like I think he was acting, but like this whole like breakdown that he didn't know what happened. And Ben's like, I'm sorry, Bobby. I thought you saw the movie. And they're like on a dock. Like Bobby puts down his microphone and like goes over to the edge of the dock. It's like staring for a second and then starts climbing over it.
That's amazing.
Sorry, we were in the middle of a quiz.
Back to it.
Question number 9. What kind of car was Mater from Cars?
A tow truck. Like tow Mater. Without the tow. I don't know if it ever actually says exactly what kind of car he was. I'm sure it does in like the Wikipedia stuff. Like there's some book out there that says exactly that he was like a Ford 250 or something. I don't know anything about cars. I'm gonna say tow truck. Final answer. Not really a type of car. It's not a make or model, but that's what kind of car he was. A tow truck.
And that's your final answer.
Correctamundo.
See, now I'm torn. Because the answer I have written down here is he's not a car. He's a truck.
Okay, so yeah, I was right.
Because the question is specifically stated, what kind of car is he?
Oh, I see. Yeah, but I said he was a tow truck. So
right, which is why I'm conflicted.
He wasn't a car, but I did say he was a truck, so counts.
I'm going to give you that point because you're sick.
Dang straight. Thank you. Have a little
Oh.
sympathy on me. I had to tell Mia. I was like, please don't think that I'm man colding this. I'm not. I promise. Like, I'm actually dying right now. So please believe me.
Mia has the same symptoms, but she's cleaning the house, making dinner.
No,
She
honestly,
mowed the lawn.
the first day we spent at home together, we did nothing. I was like, okay, tomorrow we'll be productive. The next day comes around. Okay, all right. Next day we'll be productive. I promise. So we didn't really do anything, but today we kind of got off our butts and like did the dishes and started cleaning up a little bit. I still have laundry to do, but that's for tomorrow.
Alrighty. What are we doing here?
Your
Number.
Sorry, you can cut that out. Please cut that out.
Nope.
That's habit.
You have to leave that in
My
just so you deal with the consequence.
my coworker. Oh man, I make so many of your mom jokes. It's just habit at this point.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Long pork is pig meat, right?
What did you just say?
Long pork is pig meat, right?
I'm gonna go with no, I guess, because like it's kind of like Rocky Mountain oysters. That's not seafood. It it it's a weird name for something that's not seafood. So I'm gonna go with no, it's not. Final answer. Do you need to tell me? Do I need to tell you what it is, or do I just have to say no? I already said final answer. So
Matt, that is correct.
woo, what is it?
According to grammarist.com, just citing a source here, because I'm quoting them directly.
Yeah.
Purportedly, the term long pig is a translation of a phrase used in the Pacific Islands for human flesh intended for consumption. Early explorers and missionaries who contacted cannibal Pacific Islanders were told that human flesh tasted similar to pork, and thus the term long pork.
Interesting. Well, it's a good thing to know because if I'm ever stranded in the somewhere with no food to eat but the human companions that are near me, well, who knows what I'll do? At least
You
it'll
always be
taste
like,
like pig.
you'd be like, hey guys, who's up for some long pork sandwiches? You guys consent to me making those? And then
if
one
they
guy's
say
like,
yes, then
yeah, do it.
well, I got your consent. Now I murder you.
All right, Matt, you have officially won the quiz.
Woohoo!
I can't take it away from you. Unless you want to go trip or nothing.
oh boy.
You wager 3 points on this tiebreaker question. Or I just read you the question and we move on.
I think you should just read me the question, move on. I don't want to risk it because I know that I'll get it wrong.
Alrighty then. If you want to live in the lame life.
I do. Listen, wins don't come very often, all right? And the punishments are not fun. So I'm just gonna take it when I can.
Number 11. Bonus. What was the first meal I ate today?
Breakfast. I don't know. Last night's dinner. I don't know. Breakfast. Final answer. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to say that.
Matt, that's correct. The first meal I ate today was breakfast.
Nice. What'd you eat?
Sausage, egg, and cheese bagel with lettuce, tomato, light mayo, salt, and pepper, and a cold brew coffee.
Hey, that sounds pretty tasty.
Pretty Pretty was.
Pretty was.
Well, Matt, that concludes this week's Clever Boy quiz. And because of your win, you are now upgraded to level 19 Clever Boy,
Whew.
which is 19 clever drummers drumming.
Okay.
Look, it's close to Christmas for us here, and I was thinking of the 12 days of Christmas, and that's the best I could do.
No, it's good. It's good. Good stuff.
I never thought you'd make it this far.
Who did?
We're doing every 10 wins you get a prize, right?
Every 10 wins, I basically just cancel out all my losses, wasn't it?
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're up to 6 wins
Nice.
and 6 losses.
Oh, all tied up.
It's getting a little tense here.
It's terrifying. I hope you have a good punishment lined up.
I haven't actually thought about it in a little while, but I'm going to start putting some more thought into it so I can make sure that you feel pain.
Well, you have at least 4 episodes to figure it out. So,
speaking of figuring things out, we are once again partnering with the awesome Puzzle Room Pittsburgh, so you can have an opportunity to figure things out in a fun and safe environment. Unlock the thrill of adventure at Puzzle Room Pittsburgh with our exclusive podcast promo code Garlic Boy. You can immerse yourself in one of their 3 exhilarating rooms: the Study, Seeking Sasquatch, and the Escape the Undead room. If you use our code Garlic Boy for $5 off per person on your ticket to mystery, excitement, and endless fun. Visit the website at puzzleroompittsburgh.com and enter Garlic Boy in the promo code field at checkout. Don't miss out on the ultimate escape room and book now.
I really want to do the Bigfoot one. I was telling Mia earlier today that our kids are gonna have a healthy view of cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows from episode 1, I was talking about how much I love cryptids, and everybody knows I love cryptids. Cryptids are amazing. And I truly have some semblance of belief in cryptids. And the way that I see, the reason we were talking about this because we watched Violent Night together, and I equated Santa to essentially a cryptid. Like, it's one of those things where some people choose to believe in him, some people choose not to believe in him. He could be real, he could not be real, and we will never actually know. There's never going to be proof that Santa exists or doesn't exist. Just some weird conspiracy theories that a lot of people bring forward.
You know what's fun? And I'm not sure if I've talked about this before, but I actually won an official debate that my class was having once on the existence of Santa.
Nice.
I was arguing the affirmative.
Yeah.
We had 2 arguments. Our first argument was on the basis of Saint Nicholas, who was the real life Santa Claus, and how he existed, and what he was and how that turned into the fantastical nature of Santa. But then our second argument was it was such a fun dynamic because I was going against one of my best friends at the time. Still a really great friend, but we were going up against him, and he started out with all these facts and like figures and scientific reasoning and why Santa can't exist because reindeer can go this fast and that's not physically possible to go that fast because Santa would die, and like all of these numbers and stats and everything. And he's standing up, he's very passionate, he's talking super quickly. And I'm sitting at the desk and I go, what is Santa? Santa is someone who's caring, who's kind, who's generous, who's loving, who does everything to help foster goodness in the world. And Santa exists in each and every one of us during the holiday season when we pass along those attributes, those things that make us holly jolly, those things that help us have a wonderful Christmas time, those feelings that build up inside of us that allow us to be people that spread joy to all. And like I just like went on that heartfelt rant and everything. And we won
Dang.
because our judge was basing what his answer for whether or not Santa was real based off of a Auntie Anne, like Dear Deirdre, like one of those article like advice columnists, got asked that question by a 7-year-old girl, and that's the answer that they gave.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Of like, it's a concept in our hearts that Santa, what Santa is a concept in our hearts, and so because of that, Santa is real in each and every one of us.
Yeah. No, that's really good. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I have kids, we there's the debate of whether you should lie to your kids or not. And I think if you frame Santa as a cryptid or something that's like you can believe in them or not, it doesn't mean that they don't exist, but it also doesn't mean that they do. Then you're not lying to your kids. You're just telling them that there's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean it's a little different because they don't have displays at the mall every year where you
From
can
the
go take pictures with the Mothman.
Well, we were gonna actually take our kids to the Moth Fest in West Virginia.
Wow, you'll take the kids, but you won't go with me. I see how it is.
You've never asked me to go with you, and even if you did, then we just didn't find the time. So,
Diamond and I were actually planning a trip for the group for about April of our senior year.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Why didn't that happen?
The same reason why you're off work this week.
Oh,
Did you forget that our college experience was cut short because of COVID?
yes, yes. I don't think of that I don't think of college very often, except for when I talk to you.
COVID was very difficult to I think enter into it made it very difficult for me to feel like I entered into true adulthood in the world. Because of everything that we missed out on.
Yeah.
Especially so I know we had plans about what we were gonna do after college together, possibly living together, things like that. I had a possible job lined up that I was really looking forward to. We had graduation. I was gonna go to Hershey on a missions trip after college.
Yeah.
I had my last show at on the improv team at college lined up. There were things that were supposed to happen. The first play I ever wrote was supposed to be debuted at
I remember
at the
that.
school, which I was really excited for. And you were in it. You were in it.
Yep.
I was so happy that you agreed to be in it because it was nice to share that with my best friend, and Matt. And so it was nice. There was so much that I felt like I was gonna jump my life off with college, and then it was all just whisked away in one weekend.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Life was really crazy. COVID.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're not telling anyone anything new, but
Yeah, but it's still it changed a lot. It's like the Scooby Gang. It comes in and foils all the plans, trying to make an illusion. It's not really working. I'm sick. Don't fight me. Let's go right now. But yeah, no, it just was yeah, just terrible timing. It couldn't have come 2 months later. Just 2 months would have given us all of that back.
but think about it, what if our lives had been set up and secure, and we were ready to move forward, and then everything that we were secure in was taken away from under us at that moment. I think it was a little better that we didn't have as much that was taken away.
Yeah,
I mean, COVID had some big losses for me and my family, but
yeah.
like there are some things that there were some things I got out of COVID that were good. And it sounds weird to say because collectively it was just this big like time for everyone.
Yeah. No,
It literally affected everyone.
yeah.
And it's just weird to say that there are some things that I am glad happened because of COVID, and it's hard because there are some things I'm very disappointed happened because of COVID.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Anyway, did you know that lemons aren't naturally occurring?
I did know that they're
I
an
did.
offshoot of limons.
Yeah. They're actually a mix between. Shoot, I didn't write the actual what they're a mix between. They're mixed between that and type of like orange almost, I think. I don't remember. It's like a crossbreed between two different fruits. I didn't know this. I thought that they were lemons. I thought that they just lemons have always existed. They did not.
Do you know we don't eat wild bananas? Any banana that you eat is cultivated on a farm
I did know that. I did. Which is
because these bananas are specially bred that like they can't exist outside of a farm.
that's
It's
wild.
like it's wild what we've done to bananas. Like there used to be so many different species, and now like if there's more than this one, I don't know for sure, but like it's basically like there's like no bananas left.
I can't tell if humanity has improved more or harmed more, if I'm being 100% honest. Because like in doing that, like in doing things like that, they're harming, wiping out possibly even an entire population, but they're also making it so that, humans can eat them.
And it's that I think that's a debate that happens a lot is because like yeah, we have wiped out so many different species of plants that way, but also it's cross pollination and mixing species of plants together and things like that have gotten us so many different things. Like broccoli is not naturally occurring. That was a breed between I think like a common ancestor of like kale. And so like things like that are so like yeah, we've developed things and like we've made hardier breeds of foods because it's just like it's like how we messed up the pug by like breeding like the more like genetically pleasing versions of the animal.
Yeah.
And like you do that with plants, like oh, I like this trait best, and how that plant survived the winter, and so I'm gonna breed it with this other one that like grew taller and like had more plants on it, and like so like yeah, it helps us cultivate food and like strengthens our population, but like yes, there are environmental impacts. Um, but there's always going to be environmental impacts to anything humanity does because humanity is fully going against nature and because we're building enclosures to help us live better because the outside wants to kill us. We are devising more streamlined ways of hunting by keeping animals as livestock. We have devised ways to better fight off illnesses and to live longer. Um, but at the same time, we've introduced so many different wild cats into areas that full species of birds are going extinct. And
Yes.
so, like, there's such a payoff to humanity that it is fun to have the existential crisis of thinking about whether or not the pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah. And to think we wouldn't be here where we are right now without Howie Mandel, the godfather of cross-pollination genetics.
I hate everything about you.
No, his name's Gregor Mendel.
Gregor Mendel.
Gregor Mendel. Yeah, that guy. Anyway, what do you got for us this week? Do you have a topic?
I didn't. And to be fair, we've been talking for a while, so
That's true.
I think we might be able to end an episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? I don't know how long we've been recording. So.
I don't remember either.
A little over an hour, I think.
Probably. Well, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Garlic Boys, everyone. If you enjoy us, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you'd like to support us directly, you can support us on patreon.com/@thegarlicboys for exclusive content from us. You can get that content at our $10 tier, but if you just want to support us and be like, hey, I really want to help you just keep making this and keep going forward, please sign up for that $3 a month. It's so simple. Just put it on auto pay. I promise you're going to have that $3. And with that $10 a month, you get exclusive content from our from this show, but also from our D&D show. We're going up. Actually, it's going up on Tuesday. You'll get to see a video from our Session 0 episode for our new campaign. So you get to see us discuss that and see what Corey and Mug look like, if you don't know already, as well as see Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly, but hey, they're busy. They got things going on. They're DMing. They got so much behind the screen and stuff. Like,
oh yeah.
We also got those merch options for you over at redbubble.com. Redbubble has some sales going on, so it's a great time to go over and start getting stuff from us. If it's as simple as stickers, or you can get socks, whatever fun gift you want to give to someone to start spreading the word of this show to others. We got new designs coming out. We're putting stuff up there. It's just going to be a fun place for us to take moments that we love from the show and share them with you so you can share them with others. That's redbubble.com and search The Garlic Boys. And as always, you can watch video versions of this show up on youtube.com/@thegarlicboys. You can see this episode up in a few weeks and see how good my new camera is. Hey, I got light sources. Hey. But yeah, Matt, I know you've been looking around and thinking to yourself, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
Don't call me out like that.
I'm literally looking at Matt as I'm doing that whole speech, and he's just going, oh, crap, what do we got? Oh, no.
Who's the mom I can talk about this week? I had one.
Go ahead.
I actually did have one. Oh, Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas, everybody. Mrs. Claus is my supplementary mom report. Without her, without her, Santa Claus wouldn't have motivation. So
exactly. My mom for this week is that mommy that was caught kissing Santa Claus. Shout out to her,
cheating on her husband.
Hard man to get. You gotta wait, like you gotta be patient, and she was. So good on her. Matt, any final thoughts for this week?
What if we were these two little gnomes just sitting by the fire?
Just chilling. Not a care in the world.
Just chilling by the fire. I called the one with the beard. That one.
But I have the beard.
Dibs.
All right, fine. Well, thanks y'all so much for listening. And remember, as always, to stay garlicky.
Grab your partner. Be a little gnome chilling by the fire.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.